Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open.
Well, this has all the makings of a great game, Graham. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Albeit.
Hey, this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Mitchell, the pass to Okoro. Tipped away. White with the steal. To the inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Boston on offense. It's a three-point game. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period. Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end, he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. And guys, coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. BA?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Boston. Mobley, a screen on Holiday. Out to Mobley. Pass to Okoro. Boston with a rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Allen. Great D that time from Porzingis. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. White, the pass to Holiday. Tatum with a screen. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Allen with it, picked up by Tatum. Okoro on the wing. Allen a screen. Inside.
Yeah, on defense, you really see Holiday's quickness and tenacity. He refuses to give the shooter any space.
And there's White. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Allen a screen. Mitchell drives in. 4 on the clock. Allen inside. Working on Porzingis. Allen can't get it to go. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Mobley. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Tatum. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Now here's White. Pass to Brown. Launches the 3. Sinks it from distance.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Here's Okoro. Down low. Here's Allen. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Tatum finds White. Kick out to Brown. There's the triple. And no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Okoro on the wing. Mobley, a screen on Brown. Tatum against Mobley. And he buries his first look.
Oh, to be blessed with athleticism and touch. Mobley has all the tools to be elite.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. And then Tatum slams it in.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Mobley outside. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Boston out in front, up 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3. Graham, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Now here's Tatum. Tatum on the drive, and stolen by Mobley. Here's Okoro. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, the length and speed of Evan Mobley defensively, he ignites that fast break.
Pass to Porzingis. Lots of room. Donovan Mitchell with a board.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Oh, get up, Donovan. Wow.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Boston leading by 6. Outside White. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Well, the rise and fire in the in-between game. Kristaps Porzingis, very solid.
Mobley, a screen on Holiday. Out to the right wing. Poke loose. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Now here's Hunter. No points so far. Here's Mobley. Plenty of space. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Well, you see the confidence from Evan Mobley right now, ready to shoot as soon as he touches the basketball.
Holiday against Mitchell. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Boston shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league. 7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Porzingis putting the size to work.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hunter passes to Mitchell. Allen with a screen on White. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Celtics lead by 11. Pass to Brown. Tatum, a screen on Mitchell. Back to White. Over Hunter. White can't hit. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Mitchell gets a step. Left side Hunter. White with a steal. Brown with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Pass to Tatum. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And finished off by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Mobley on a screen. To the right side. Allen, left side. 6 to shoot. Allen a screen. Okoro passes to Allen. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Porzingis against Allen. Here's Mobley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out, and the game becomes more dangerous.
Good on the second one. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Hunter, here we go. Pass to Allen. Okoro outside. Back to Allen. The kick to Hunter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. White looking it over. 1 second left. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break up 12. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Well, now we have. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Okoro with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. The 3 from Mitchell. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Here's Allen. Tatum pulls it in.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Allen. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Tatum way outside. The rebound by Allen. Cavaliers trail by 20. Fast break, Cleveland. Yep, count it. Mobley's got 10 points in the game.
This is what makes Evan Mobley so dangerous. A big who moves so well to the rim and right through the contact.
Tatum from long range. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Hunter. 12 points for him.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Tatum finds Porzingis. Tatum against Mobley. Now here's White. The D's right on him. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum passes to Brown. Here's White. Again, the miss by Boston. Cavaliers trail by 16. Hunter on the wing. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Hunter's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
White can't hit. The Cavs have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Mobley, a screen on Holiday. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell down low.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. They can't stop the run with that one. And stolen by Porzingis. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
The drive by Mobley.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now White. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Mobley down low. Pounded by Tatum. Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Outside White. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Mitchell against Holiday. Right side Hunter. Here's Allen. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Brown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 8 rebounds in the game. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at small forward. Pass to Okoro. Allen a screen. Okoro passes to Allen. Boston with a rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now. Hunter against Brown. Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Outside Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, Donovan Mitchell's wingspan is effective when it comes to swatting away the basketball and getting steals for his team.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. There's Tatum with the 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley from outside the arc. Boston pulls it in. They led the game at one point by 20. Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Holiday against Mitchell. Allen outside. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. White can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Boston leading by 13. Fires for 3. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Holiday. And yep, it's good.
Yeah, that's some flashy stuff from Holiday. I mean, those moves give confidence that carry over into your shot.
Allen can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell to the paint. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam. That gives him a double-double.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
White can't hit. Cavaliers trail by 15.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Celtics.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, BA, that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
There's Tatum with the 3. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any chance of a comeback. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
The Celtics on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Mobley. White with the steal. Pass to Tatum. The baseline, Jay. Hunter with the rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. And stolen by Brown. To the middle. Outside Holiday. Now here's Tatum. Fires from way outside. No good that time. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd's wow!
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Grant in his bag. And the crowd's wow!
Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Now, Hero. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Here's Brown to the left side wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And stolen by Tatum. And they're running. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jalen in check. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And so it's Boston with it. The Heat getting the bucket. Outside, Porzingis. Brown with a screen on Hero. Porzingis kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Hero against Holiday. Hero passes to Adebayo. Here's Ware. A three-pointer is right on target. Ware's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Holiday. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Here's Hero. Taken away by Holiday. To the inside. Here's Tatum. And it's Miami with the rebound. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Here's Hero after the basket by Boston. Pass to Burks. Over White. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The kick out to Tatum. Driving to the basket. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
They set the screen. And he dunks it down.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. .41 seconds left in the first quarter. Holiday, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
To the paint. Pass to Ware. Lock at 6. On the wing, Wiggins. Miami needs to get a shot off. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
The kick out to Tatum. Launches it. He doesn't hit that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Boston on top, up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Well done, Andrew Wiggins. If he can sustain that kind of energy on the defensive end, boy, he's an asset out there.
Pass to Adebayo. Fades and shoots. Porzingis with the rebound. Boston trailing. Tatum taking it in. It's deflected. Brown feeling it out a bit. From outside the arc. It's good from long range. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Down low, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Hero. Hasn't made one yet. Has to wear. Holiday against Hero. Six on the shot clock, and he gets it to go.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Tatum. Miami grabs the miss. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Hero against Holiday. Pass to Adebayo. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Nice ball movement by Boston. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Hero. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
1:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Where? Good.
Intelligent play there by Hero. Sets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
Good work there as it goes. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Has to wear. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Left side, Porzingis buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive and drawing the defense's attention.
And Hero drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Tatum with a screen on Wiggins. Wiggins against Holiday. Out to White. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And it's Miami with the rebound. Has to Ware. The tray. Traps in the tray. Ware's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
That'll do it for the first half. Heat out front as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Heat leading by 8. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Anderson dishes to Love. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Celtics shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And it's White missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Stolen by Holiday. Pushing it up. Here's Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 9 points.
A menace in transition. I love seeing Brown attacking like that.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by White. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Anderson with the screen for Mitchell. Anderson finds Jaquez. With the teardrop. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Anderson. Tatum against Anderson. Kept alive. The kick out to Brown. White with it. 5 to shoot. And here's Tatum for 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Mitchell passes to Love. Miami no good on that time either. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
And the ability to score in many ways when Tatum drives with force. Get out of his way.
Takes it off the glass. Mitchell's got his first basket. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. There's Brown with the 3. And that's collected by Love. Miami leading by 3. Now Jaquez. Still without a basket. Love right side. Robinson for 3. That ball finishes by Love.
Duncan Robinson, he will do that.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, White. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis bounces high off the rim and drops. Porzingis has got 5.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis. And when he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
Anderson outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The rebound by Holiday. Celtics trail by 4. Here's White. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that dime.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Anderson, a screen on Howland. The drive by Mitchell. That one goes in. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. 51 seconds left to play in the third. It's stolen by White. Here's Tatum. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Love.
Yeah, you got to really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
Mitchell against Howland. It's a pick by Love. Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Here's Mitchell. Love right side. Clock at 6. Takes it inside. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's White. Pass to Porzingis. Got it off in time, and he drains the 3.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but
what a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Back right after this. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bam Adebayo is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Robinson in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Adebayo. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Brown with a screen on Anderson. Stolen by Robinson. In transition, here comes Miami. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
And how about Adebayo just getting up and getting athletic?
Anderson against Tatum. Brown with a screen on Anderson. Here's Tatum going inside, and they get it back. That's tipped. Porzingis kicks to White. Shot clock at 5. Back to Porzingis. The second chance effort. Tries yet again, and the layup is good. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Robinson a screen on Tatum. Anderson dishes to Mitchell. Back to Anderson. Inside. Shot from free throw range. Porzingis with the block.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Boston leading by 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. To the inside. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Anderson.
Keep giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Brown. Lets the three fly. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Three-pointer. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jaquez with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
Second team foul.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Jaquez hits both of them. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Got that one up quick. Tatum's got 13 points in the second half.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Adebayo with a screen on Holiday. Here's Mitchell. Miami no good on that time either.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
White, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
It's Brown with the drive and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Anderson. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Adebayo outside. Boston leading by 3. White, wide open. He fires. Tries again. Count it.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Pass to Adebayo. Down low. Count it.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Holiday against Mitchell. And here's Porzingis for a 3. The shot, no good.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jaquez. Yes!
You remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Tatum. Throws it down! JT!
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Mitchell. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win.
That's the end of the game.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag.
And the crowd is
Wow!
He's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle.
Yes.
He's going to take this all the way.
It's all! Wow! Trent Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag.
And the crowd's
Wow!
He's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle.
He's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag.
And the crowd's
Wow!
He's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell.
Ran in his bag.
And the crowd's
Wow!
He's done it again. Dynamite.
At center, 7 foot, number 20.
And looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. Three-pointer, no good. George outside, pass to Oubre. To the wing on the left. Screen by Embiid. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
Here's White. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Now here's Oubre. Embiid from outside. Tatum pulls it in. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer. The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You got to defend him better than this.
Pass to Maxey. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Embiid. High-quality look as he sinks it. Embiid's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The rebound by Embiid. The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. George outside. From downtown. Fires in the triple.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury him.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Tatum. Brown with a screen. And it's Tatum missing.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Oubre with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
And he sinks the second. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Maxey passes to Oubre. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Embiid. This one for 3. Rebound Boston. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Holiday. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
George's shot is off.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Outside Porzingis. Tatum with it. Oubre picks him up. Brown with a screen. Back to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. Paul George pulls down the board. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Oh, George with a steal. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That free throw's good from Maxey.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Embiid. Brown against George. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tatum. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the floor for Boston, the two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. Screen by Embiid. Here's Oubre. No good, off the front rim.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
How about the stride of Porzingis on the drive? It allows him to get inside before the defense has time to react.
To the wing, right side. Here's Embiid. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Right side, Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Oubre. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Holiday. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid, high post. Over Porzingis. That's good from Embiid on the assist by George. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others. Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Like to see Embiid finishing like that. Not afraid to get physical, not backing away from the contact while being fouled.
And Embiid drops them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Holiday, takes it inside, and Grimes pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Brown. Down low. Embiid with a steal. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. For 3, George. Pass to Maxey. Oubre, a screen on Brown. And here's Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
And it's Tatum missing. The Sixers lead by 4. It's George on the drive. Here's Grimes. Yes, and it's George picking